Alright guys, so welcome to episode 3 of Let's Create a Custom Story. And today, I've been, well, yesterday mostly, and yeah, pretty much mostly yesterday, I was working a lot with this, what we had so far, and I've improved a lot on it, but it's nowhere near finished, of course, as in what we did last time. With the starting out the intro level, but I could start it up and show you what I've done. Let's see, if we open up the level editor, I actually just managed to export like a very early version of the temple. This is kind of what I have, and it's not very good, it's not very detailed, it's not done at all, but I'm just gonna use it as kind of like a placeholder, where I'm gonna expand on this. This is kind of the idea. And if you see, I have Chrome open here, I have this. I was kind of trying to make something similar to this. We'll see how I can manage to do what I can do, because the texturing on this thing is going to be difficult. Oh well. I'm going to test that one soon, but now let's start up the test 2 map. This is mostly where I've been testing the things, and as you can see, it probably looks quite different from last time. For one, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this new texture. Yesterday was actually linked this texture and I kind of liked it, so I grabbed it. But I also stumbled upon it like just now on Google when I searched, so I tried it out, and it does work, but I'm not sure if I like it more than the other one, because like in this level especially, because in a distance it looks very pixelated because there's so high contrast, but maybe if I edit it a bit it could look a bit better. Yeah, so I also have added, I've improved so that the geometry on this model, even though it's the same geometry, what I've done is that it's not that easily noticeable as it was before. Mainly because last time I used a box light, and that lights up everything equally. Which is usually good if you want ambient light, but in this case it doesn't really make the specular maps and normal maps function properly because because everything is lit up the same amount, so there won't be any change in the texture. Therefore I changed it to a point light, so it is a big point light going through over the whole thing. So some parts are going to be more shaded than others, as you can see right here. And it's going to be very bright right here, but hopefully the temple I'm gonna place there doesn't look too bright. I also put a billboard far up there, which is supposed to be a sun, but for some reason it's not quite working. I'm gonna have to work a little bit with that. Let's go up to the custom story folder. I'll show you the texture for the sun that I created. Textures. This is the texture for the sun that I made in Photoshop, and well, it's alright, I guess, but maybe I'll edit it. But that's the texture. It should probably work. If I place another billboard with it, it's probably going to work, but due to the fog around here, it's probably going to be invisible if I place it up there, so I don't know, I'll figure out something. But now, as you can also see, I've added all the specular and normal maps to these different textures. I actually removed the specular map from this sand texture because, well, sand doesn't reflect that much light, so it's a bit more natural. And also, let's see, models. I actually haven't put anything in there yet. But yeah, let's go into maps and delete the cache file, because cache files always screw me over. Perhaps I should just disable them completely, but I don't know what that will affect in the dev environment, but yeah, so let's yeah, I already placed it in there, so let's try to open it in the model editor. No, not the model editor, the model viewer, that's it. And I'm going to have to re-export it because I gotta export it twice. I don't know why that, but you know. Okay, oh wait, it actually, I might not actually have to export it twice. I don't know, do I? I kind of want to do it just to be sure, but I'm not sure if I have to. But let's do it anyways. Export all, desktop, and Aztec temple main. That's what I named it. because I'm gonna split them into different parts, because the temple on the top, or the entrance, whatever, and the stairs are gonna be separate. That's why the stair placement it doesn't actually have stairs. It's just because I'm gonna put. I grabbed some of the stairs from Machine for Pigs, and I'm thinking I'm gonna use those because they're pretty well done, and probably better than anything I could do, anyways. So now let's open up the model viewer again. Some of the things I want to do in this episode is also create a door that is working, like one of those doors that is pushed up when they go through and everything like that. So I want to see if I can get that done. Okay, it looks to be the same, but then then at least it's working properly. So next up we have the model edit. No, actually, for a static object you don't need that. It's just for entities you need a model editor. So if I go to custom now, temple stairs, temple aztec main. Let's see, it's probably kind of small. Yeah, it's kind of small. Oh damn, that's bright. That light is really bright. Maybe I need to do something about that. Also, we need to move the spawn point. Let's take the spawn point and the lantern just away from there. Let's see, where's the big hill? The big hill is over here. Let's grab that temple, place it in the very middle, rotate it, and increase the size. Something like this, perhaps. I think that could work. Maybe even bigger. But is that hidden behind the hill? I think it actually is. Huh. Alright. So like that. Hold on, I have to move this again. A little further away. Let's put it on the air. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So let's test this out. I have not tested this temple yet. Wait, does it look weird right there? Oh. For some reason, oh no, this is not good. One of these lines, one of these edges were not scaled down. That's gonna be a problem, because that means that, oh yeah, I see. This edge was not scaled down, so it's gonna be difficult to make it the same amount again. That's about it, but it's not gonna be precise, and that's gonna bug me. But oh well, I guess that's the best I can do. But I'm not going to re-export this. I'll do that for the later, because this isn't done anyway. So yeah, I saved the map, and let's give it a test run. I was actually working with Skyboxes also yesterday, and for some reason they are not working on Mac, but they work on Windows. Okay, let's just grab that. Okay. So we have the desert here. It looks kind of good, I guess. Although the horizon does not look very good. But as I was saying, I need a skybox for one. I just put it to a bright blue sky. Because that's not a skybox, that's just a color. But I want a skybox. I want... Oh, actually, the sun is visible up there. But barely. So let's see if we can do anything about that. There it is, the sun. I can't even navigate that far up. Well, I can perhaps, but I can't zoom any more out. So let's see. Why is the sun not so visible? It's probably because of the fog. I'm guessing it is the fog, the ambience fog. But size. Maybe if I increase this. Actually, wait. Is the size all right? You might not be able to see this, but I can barely see the sun. The size is pretty much alright. It's just, it's so faint. That's a problem. Halo. Oh well, we'll mess with that later. I'll probably have to do a lot of things off camera so that I'm not just experimenting and doing whatever. So I don't want to waste that much time in the episodes. But all right, so we got something here. I'm gonna have to put some decals around here, I suppose, and some statues perhaps. Oh, that right there is a little weird. Wait, can I walk up here? I can actually just walk straight up here. Well, not there, but ow. Okay, that didn't hurt. But here I can walk up fine. Actually, I want to try to place those. Okay, this is a very small area to actually have like a temple on top of. It's very small, so I don't know. Just having like a little shack with a ladder. But I want to have like an entrance puzzle. Like, because if it didn't have anything to stop you from entering it, then, I mean, story-wise, you would assume someone had already been there. Yeah, I also placed... Oh, actually, this is the plane, because as you can see, I can't actually walk any further, but there is a plane under here, which I should probably place a little lower. Let's place it a bit lower. Let's place a -1, that should be good. Save. Let's just quickly reload the map. Okay, so it goes down again. But far over there, the texture, because the fog that I put over here, it doesn't actually affect the void, as you can see, the skybox, because the fog would have made like half of the screen red then, or yellow, but it does affect anything that is beyond it. So I'm not sure what I want to do here, but I kind of want to like duplicate this model to make the desert expand into the horizon, but you can't move there. Or maybe do so that when I move close to it, I don't know, this is just like an intro scene, and most people are not going to worry about it. They're just going to walk up, probably look around, but walk straight up the temple. But yeah, so because there's always going to be those people who are going to wanna mess around with your levels. So if they do walk into the boundaries of the maps, so I'm probably gonna just block off. I don't know how big I'm gonna block it off, but maybe if I block it off around there, so that they can't walk too far to the edge, I might not need to repeat it that much, because I want to make it look like it's an endless desert in all directions. I also have some ideas for how to like an intro dialogue, because the screen will be black, there'll be some dialogue before you actually spawn here. It's not just gonna be spawning you here instantly, but yeah. But one thing, let's go over to the temple and see if those stairs that I grabbed from Machine for Pigs are actually going to work, because these, they might not, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like they have the same curve, but if I do make them a bit taller, maybe that could work, perhaps. A little smaller altogether. This looks promising. Let's place it there. No, maybe, almost. If I do take off the snapping, I can do it a bit more precisely. Can expand it all the way out. That doesn't matter too much. Make it a little smaller and move it a bit up, like that. I can probably tweak the model a bit, like the temple model, to be able to use this properly. Let's see. It seems to cut into it a bit there. Yeah, but this is pretty good though. Because yeah, I think I quite like that. I'll just tweak it a bit here to hide the cut right there. And also I want to do some other things with the texture on the sides. Probably put some decorations. I want to put because one thing I thought of as an entrance puzzle, it could have something to do with the corners, like have 4 different something that you need to perhaps do in a specific order, or perhaps grab something or place something in them. Maybe like just have some blocks around or something to unlock the top. And even though like the inside of this temple would be really small if this was the actual size of the whole temple. So therefore, because I don't think I want to make like a huge construction. Like even though I could just resize it, it would be pretty weird. So I'm thinking, let's just for the story and for proportions, we will make so that the character goes down a pretty far, like pretty long ladder or something, spiral staircase perhaps or something, to go down, and then the whole quest will take place under here, like as if the thing expanded pretty far underground, because I think that would work a lot better in the story, because this is a very small temple, but let's say it's bigger on the inside. Okay, let's jump off here actually and reload the map with the new model. Yeah, I'm starting to quite like this. It is difficult to walk up here though. Gotta do something about that, because this one doesn't let you walk up very easily. Ooh, but it does let you slide down very easily. I think my dog is on the way into my room. Okay, so yeah. Alright, well, let's say that's done for now. I'll be improving this on my own, probably, and then showing you the result. I'm just going to show you basically what I've done, because, well, it's going to show what I'm doing when I'm creating this, but I'm not going to, like, show you everything completely step by step, because that would take way too long. But what I've done here, if you go in level settings, you can select the active skybox right there to have it a color, also to have it a texture. I've tried placing a texture in there, but it hasn't worked. So, but the fog does work. So if I turn off the fog, as you can see, it's now. Let's try to save that and reload the map, and I'll show you the effect of the fog. As you can see, it kind of blurs out the background, which is good. But without the fog, it looks like this, and damn, that is plain. It also does reveal the geometry a little bit, and it doesn't make the, well, I have separate fog there, so, oh, and I cut out the fog there because testing purposes, but anyways, so but yeah, as you can see, the fog does a big difference, so I'm gonna keep it on active. Culling basically just makes distant objects fade away. It could be good for optimization if you have a lot of things in your level, because then fog will help you run the game better if you have big models.
Hey. Hi.
Hiya. Doggy.
Hey.
Yeah, she snores a lot. Alright, reload the map again, and here is the fog. It's kind of like a yellow haze, and I quite like it, and it also makes it feel a lot like a lot dustier, as if there's sand in the air. I kind of want to make a sandstorm thingy, not necessarily a very strong storm, but just some wind with sand particles going around and hopefully blocking the view out of the area, because we're gonna have to find some way to limit the player into this little area. So I'm not certain how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm sure I could find some kind of ideas, talking to my friends and such, and perhaps you can come up with an idea. If you have a good idea, then please tell me, and I'll, if it's because right now I don't have a very specific idea for this. So also one thing I was supposed to be doing for now was to create some maps for the next levels, but I haven't done that yet. And I'm probably not going to be working that much on the story over the weekend, because I'm going to be kind of busy with my friends. But I can probably work with it a bit. So now let's go on to actually creating some door model thingy and see if we are able to do that. Okay. Let me just close that, just because we're gonna have to reload it anyways later. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the first version of this temple model, even though it's plain as hell, but I mean, it does work pretty well. A bit better than I first thought. And here are the stairs that I grabbed from Machine for Pigs, and yeah, they're in the temple base stairs folder. I just grabbed that folder because most of the models don't work, but these do work perfectly fine without the beta patch for Machine for Pigs, so therefore I'm going to use them. Wall, we have the normal wall, which uses the same texture, which could actually be helpful if I want to do some changes, like minor changes. Here's the whole level, here's the sand texture. I still have the old version right here with the different textures, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using. It's just that my friend said that this one had way too many, or way too big indents or whatever and such, so I don't know. Can't really see it on that preview, but oh well, I'll balance it. I'll probably find something that works. Both of these do look pretty good on their own, but I'm just trying to find which looks best and trying to refine minor things. Alright, so now let's try to create some door models. First of all, let's open up Maya. I've already saved this, so save that. New scene. First of all, we want to create a wall that is the same exact size, well, a wall that is the size it should be. So first of all, I'm going to place a default cube in the very middle. And let's see, go to 5, 6. Just texture it, even though there's no texture yet, but let's scale it. 4 by 4. Oh, no. 4 by 4 there, and probably like 0.5. And move it up half of that, 2. So now this is a wall, which is in the same location as that other texture wall that I created, which was like that much from the middle, which if I cut out all the other ones. This one, I think I want to push a little out like that. We'll put the, I'll translate y, see, 0.25. That should be the exact distance. So now that it's actually sticking out a little bit, it's like half of this model is sticking out of the wall, which is kind of what I want. I want like a frame. Yeah, so this is going to be the doorway and also the door frame, I suppose. So we want to cut out a door inside this one. And for one, we can remove the back because that doesn't need to be there, nor does the bottom. And I don't think the top does either because it's the same height. But oh, we'll cut it out later. So what we'll need to do here, let's add some divisions to this. Edit mesh, add divisions. I'm probably going to need to add more than that. This could work. If I were to cut out all of these, for example, we could have the door in there. Although I kind of want the door to be a square. Okay, so it does need to, we do need to make an opening in it. So let's see, what could be done here? Because this is the same height. If I make it a bit lower, perhaps, but the player is that tall, so I'm gonna have to make it, let's see, let's go to edge, and let's put on reflection, so we do the same thing on the other side. Like that, so it's easier to keep it symmetrical. Let's resize this back over here. Actually, can I do all of these? If I just reselect those, actually, if I deselect those and only do the square and then scale it in a bigger size, I think all 4 are going to be like that. Well, for one, we're gonna have to cut out the bottom because you're gonna walk there, so yeah, this does require quite a lot of thinking, and I haven't necessarily planned everything about this door model. Or, well, this isn't a door necessarily in its own, but I'm gonna also need to make a door model that fits within this. What happens if I bevel this now? Because I want to bevel it, because I think beveling looks pretty nice on the sides. Because like that, it kind of makes it round and such. Although right now it does cut out a lot more polygons than this model needs, but it actually does look like the beveling works fairly nice still. So just imagine the ceiling at the very top here, and the walls next to it. Actually, the beveling would kind of mess with that. The corner right there. So unless I have cut out there, I don't know. Let's undo the bevel like that, and try to. Actually, if we delete that face, it's probably not going to be beveled. Select, edit mesh, bevel. Okay, so now it looks like that. I think actually that I could work with that. Now it has a lot more divisions to work with. So let's cut out a few. Face. Okay, so it has a single strip in the middle now. So if we are to cut out like that, I think that could work pretty well. But if I do that, let's see, cut out that. Edges. Oh, damn. Yeah, let's just select these individually. And my phone is called again. Okay, back from that distraction. Why does my phone... It was the same thing as last time. Anyways. Yeah, I want to resize that out there, but we want to make sure that we have the exact same size for the block that's going to be the actual doorway. And I can't select that all of that. So okay, let's push that a bit up. Actually, I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter what these lines, how they look. I mean, as long as they don't go through each other, because that's going to be glitchy. But as for the door, I kind of want the door to be a square, because I feel like that would look a bit better, but I don't think that would work as well. So I think this should be good enough. And one thing we need to do is to, and if we're going to use this on the other side, we can just do that, but we're going to have to extrude the edges on the inside, because of course the door is going to open, so therefore, and I don't think it actually does extrude even with mirroring on, because extrusion is a bit different. And we're going to extrude all of these here to go back. How do I make it precise though? But we'll see. I'm not sure. Let's see. Basically, this is what extrusion does, or extrude. It's about like that, because imagine this is a doorway. This is kind of what I want. And then we can have the door inside this. And I just got to make sure that this is positioned exactly at 0, 0. Actually, I can do that over here, can't I? Wait, if I put this one to 0. Okay, that's okay. I want to put it to 0.5. Negative 0.5. That should work perfectly. There we go. Excellent. Now, let's go to object mode to look at it as a whole, and the inside is going to look weird because, of course, you're not going to ever see this part, so because it's in the wall and everything, so it doesn't need to be there. But otherwise, this I think looks fairly nice, and it does have more polygons than it needs, though. So let's cut out a few. Cut out these two; they don't need to be there. And we're also going to need to remove the vertices on here. These kind of need to... No, actually, I don't think these need to be there either, because it can just split that one big one. Vertex, remove all of those. Oh, yeah, it couldn't remove those. Ah, I see. Edges, this, delete. Let's just delete the edges. Simply enough, like that. Select all of those. Actually, I don't... Can I do that? Maybe I can, actually. I think I can. Delete those, because since it's just a plane, it doesn't need to have that many. But these I might just leave as they are, because I don't think they're going to be that... I don't know. Wait, what if I deleted all of those? That could actually work too. I'm just... Basically, what I'm doing is I'm reducing the poly count, even though it's not... It's only like 100 triangles right now. Which isn't that much, but it's always good to cut out as much as possible, like that, so it's going to be having less and less geometry, which makes it easier to run with other models. So let's make sure I didn't select more than I want. Yeah, that looks good. And let's cut out these as well. And lastly, cut out these. Let's make sure I didn't select anything. And now I'm going to go vertex, select all of them, and delete. And then oh, actually that didn't seem to work. These vertices need to be there. Okay, I guess I can't select all of them, but let's select some of them. Delete those, because they're not going to affect anything. And select everything up here. Let's go into front view, so we get it more precise, actually. Delete that. Yeah, that works fine. Front, select these. Delete. Delete. Let's see. Yep. It looks to be pretty much done, I think. It doesn't have more vertices than it needs, as far as I can see. If I just select the whole thing. Yeah, it seems to be symmetrical in the amount of vertices. Yep. Okay. I think it's done then. Let's just put on the texture. That's what we need to do left. As you can see up here, it says 26 triangles, 24 vertices. And I think that as long when you're making a model, you always want to keep a lower vertice count than the triangle count. Because if it's not, then something's going to go wrong with it or something. But since this is only 20 triangles, that's very little. Very small. Like the desert area that I have, the whole map, is about 2.5 or 3,000 polygons. And this one is not even 30. Or triangles, that is. But yeah, okay, let's find a texture now. And which one did we want to use? Let's go to custom story, temple, textures. What do we want to use here? I probably want to use the same as the wall, actually. Yeah, I think I need to do that. Unless I use something like this one. This one is very nice. Maybe I want to use that one. Or I think I want to use this one for the door. Or maybe that would be a little weird, because doors usually aren't made of bricks. They're made of a whole slate or plate or plane or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I think that we want to use the same as the wall texture. So if we go static objects, custom, wall, I'll just put the whole wall folder there. And we'll go on here, attribute editor, over to Lambert, select file, open the desktop wall, cracked sandstone bricks, TJ, open. This is how it looks. Not too good. Planar mapping, approximately that. It's just, I think that's what I did for the wall. So I think that would work fairly well, actually. And this part right here doesn't actually need to be there, does it? Because the walls are there. Or does it, did the walls... No, I don't think these need to be there. Not too certain about that. But let's delete them, actually. But these need to go all the way out, because you're going to be able to walk through this. So let's select this one and try to place a texture on it. I'm going to have to make it... I mean, I'm never good with this, but let's put this one to 4. And this one to 4. There. And need to move it upwards. What is that? Let's see. Is it 2 I want to put it on? 2 there. 0 there. I think that is what I want, because I think that will make it properly intersect and be the same size. Let's see if I do that off. Okay, it didn't actually seem to work. Maybe it only worked on one side. Yeah, it seemed to work somewhat on that side. Oh well. I'm not, as I said, I'm not, as you know, I'm not too good with these model and texturing. Texturing is difficult for me, but But I can make something look alright, I suppose. Let's put this one to 4, this one to 0, and actually I think I want to have the camera like this when I make it. Planar mapping. 4, 0. Oh wait, that was a movement. Let's see. Oh wait, was this supposed to be 4? I guess. Okay, and put this one to 2. No wait, what? Oh, that's just the height. I guess that doesn't really matter then. Okay, actually, depending on if I want to use the top texture as the part for this, or the side, I think actually the top would work a lot better. So let's just go back to that. 4, 4, 0. And let's see. Is this the same size? Can I move it over here? Let's see. Is it the same size? Because it looks bigger than the outside of it. I don't know. Let's go for it though. Save. It'll work. Okay, so we have the model done, and I'm gonna save the project because I might want to open it later. Maya scenes. Let's just call it wall_template. Go on export all desktop wall wall bricks wall_doorway. Actually, wall_doorway oh yeah, we want to name it PT_. I'm not too good with that. PT wall and doorway. Doorway 01. Let's, in case we make another one. Export all. Probably gonna have to export it twice. Put that back in there. Model viewer. Load. Static object. Custom wall. PT wall doorway. It looks to be working fine. I might not have to actually. Let's open up the level editor. And let's simply go custom. Wall bricks. Let's see how this works. Okay, we have 3 of those. Let's delete that one. Just place a doorway inside there instead. It does look like that one part needed to be there. But I mean, see, it does intersect perfectly. I really like this. What we got here. This looks pretty nice. But I might want to add back that. That's going to be annoying. How to add that back. But yeah, it looks actually very nice. And see if we want to have it on the other side as well. Wait, no. I don't think I need to add them back because these are supposed to be there. Yeah, that's it, yeah. So if we are to duplicate this one and rotate it, it should work fine on the other side as well. As you can see, it's now a both-sided, and if I duplicate this one as well and rotate it, it works perfectly fine. See, nice. I like. This looks very nice. I must say, I'm quite impressed with myself here. I don't think I've ever made these nice walls before, because I mean, I haven't made that many walls, but I feel like I did this one pretty well. Now we want to make a door as well, because this is just a doorway. It could work if we're gonna have openings in our temple without doors, but I want doors as well. So not save, exit yes. We want to make a doorway, and now I need to find out the exact size that is inside here so we can make a block that we can put inside there. So let's create a new block just to see how it's going to be. I'm probably going to use a different texture for it, but I'm not sure which one. Place it in the middle, 0, 0, 0. Let's start by scaling it and find the exact scale we want. Oh, and we also want to place it in Y around 2, but I don't think it's going to be 2 because it's not the middle of the opening, as you can see. Let's put it to 1.5. That might actually be the middle. No, that's not quite the middle, but oh well. Something like this. 1.75. No, that's not it either. Well, if it's between 50 and 75, that's going to be difficult because then it doesn't... Well, I can put a third decimal. Maybe that helps out. Let's see. What's in between 50 and 75? If I add 50 and 12, that's 62.5. 625. 625. That might actually be it. Yeah, that should be it. The middle in height. And the scale... But wait, I scaled this one, didn't I? Non-object space scale baked into component. What? What does that mean? What does that even mean? And why can I not scale this by numbers? Why is it always 1 in scale? I don't want that. That's gonna be dumb. Basically, the idea I had here is that I have this door, and I'm gonna have to do some texturing on it to make it obvious that it is a door. Probably put like a handle on it so that you can grab it and pull it up like that. And we'll put some sounds to that, and then we'll have it slowly slam down, and sometimes slam down completely perhaps to trap you. But so that it's an interactive door that instead of swinging open, you gotta pull it up. And I think that could be pretty cool. So, but we need to, I just need to find out the size for this, and then I gotta make it into a new project. So this translate, let's see, let's just translate it back to where it was. Yeah, 625. And Z is apparently, let's see, put out the 0, and it's not going to be there, but actually 0 would be in the middle. I might actually place it there. And then the, well, the scale, I don't actually know what the scale is going to be. But let's try to make a new scene here. Not save wall tempo. I'm curious at what they're saying on Skype, because I asked them some questions. 0, 0, 0. 6. And the size, we want the Y to be 1.625. That was it, right? The scale I'm not too sure about, but I know the Y scale I want to put to like 0.25. No, the Z scale 0.25. This one 3, no, almost, but it's it might be 3 in X, but Y needs to be 3. Let's see what's in between. Maybe this makes sense if I put yeah, because let's say 3 point in between 25 and no wait, 0.3.25. Does that go beyond? Wait, that does actually go perfectly onto the line. All right, that's good. Although the the X scale, maybe. Does that one need to be something else? I don't know. It doesn't matter too much if it goes out to the wall though. So the wall though. Well, let's say that. Let's check Skype what they're saying. I guess Skype doesn't want to load. Okay, I guess it does load. Oh, they're just chatting. The texture, yeah, the texture. What texture do we want to use? We don't want to use that one. And also, one thing that I didn't show you, I made an artifact model. This thing, this is like the Ankh amulet of life, which is some Egyptian thing that I recognized, and I want to use it someplace, but I'm not sure what to use it for exactly. Perhaps just decoration, perhaps use it as a key to open one of these doors. But yeah, we'll find out what to do with that later. Let's see. Let's go back to the custom story folder just to see what textures we have available there. But I might have to find another texture. I think this one looks good, but I don't think it would make sense as a wall, as a door, because if you can't exactly move multiple loose bricks unless they're like glued together with like concrete or cement or some whatever. But and here's a Skybox that I actually downloaded, I think, but it wasn't a cubic size, so it didn't work properly. That is. I don't think I have any other textures that would work as a wall, because that one isn't exactly a wall, and these would be weird. Perhaps we should go on Google and hunt for some textures. Let's see. Google. What do we Google? Sandstone texture. Because it's kind of what I want, I suppose. What's this? That one's, I don't remember that one. But let's see, temple. Maybe we can find some fictional textures here. This one is copyrighted. If it has a watermark, I'm positive that it is copyrighted. Like these, 123 ARF. Because, I mean, I'm not going to use it if they are putting their effort into me not using it. I'm not going to use it because, you know. What's this? 256 texture resolution. That's an alright resolution, I suppose. But I can't tell if that's a watermark or just a pattern. I did find one texture pack, or as in, yeah, it was like a collection of different textures. Let's see, if I go on just Egyptian temple texture, perhaps I could find it again. Although this temple isn't Egyptian, it's Aztec. I'm just mixing in all these different things. And another idea I had for the, instead of using the 4 slates to open the door, I could use canopic jars. Okay, if you know what canopic jars are, they are, let me just Google it to show you. Canopic jar. Yeah, I was researching some of this, and basically, as you can see here, they had 4 jars, which is part of the ancient Egypt religions, where they had the guardians of the organs, 4 different organs that they put inside here during the mummification of a pharaoh. So I was thinking, since I have 4 rooms and 4 things you need to gather, maybe I can model one of these each to, or yeah, these things to use. Although I'm terrible at modeling, especially faces, so that's going to be difficult. But I don't know what I'll be able to do, but perhaps if I can do something like that, then I think that would be pretty cool. Although I'm not sure what about that breaking puzzle, because breaking one of these canopic jars would be really tricky to recreate. So perhaps I'll have to put that recreation part somewhere else. Because I want to use it, but I don't want to use it with one of these, because it would be difficult to technically even make a mold of this and everything. If it breaks, it's gone. But yeah, canopic jars. Yeah, so I don't think any of these are the ones that I was looking at. It looked to be like an open source kind of gaming place, similar to these. Second Life Marketplace. The log and the history. What did I search last time? Alright, so this was what I was looking at. This website has a lot of different things. Some of them I think could work pretty well, although they're a little different than I remember them. But something like this, perhaps that could work for a wall, for a doorway, or maybe a circle. Or maybe a circle would work best with like an actual circular door. Some of these are a little more modern, like this one, I think. Well, it's not necessarily, but let's try this one though, because let's try downloading that one. I think I should be allowed to use this. I hope I am. Let's see, because it is like I donate, so it's not a paid, but it is like a support thing. So I think it's an open source community, Steam group and such. Half-Life icon, Sven co-op map database. I'm not 100% sure if I am allowed to use these, but if not, then I will of course not. But for now, let's just try to use it. Let's change it and let's go and make it into a TGA, because I want to keep everything TGA, because I want to have it in the same format and somewhat more professional than normal, because PNGs have a tendency to mess up in technical things because they don't use alpha channels and they're kind of strange. They're very big file sizes too, and JPEGs are just meh, pretty low file quality. We want to put this in let's make a new folder, call it door, because it's gonna be the door. And I think that's all we really need to put in there. Now let's go back here. And I'm not certain if the door model size is correct, like the width. I'm not sure if it is. Why does it not non-object space scale baked into components? Why does it do that? What the hell? Because if I scale it 4, see, it works. Oh well. I don't know. I want to keep it a square, but see, if I put it to 3.25, it's going to stick into the wall, but I don't think it's going to matter because well, it's in the wall, so it's not that easy to see. However, if I do bevel this, because I want to bevel this one, then it's going to have to be like where it needs to be, which I'm not sure where it is, but it should be around 3. Okay, let's attempt that, I suppose. I want to make like a handle on it, perhaps, because it would be strange to open up a big stone door without anything to use. So maybe I'll put a handle on it or something. But for now, we can do that later if we need to. For now, let's add the texture. Let's go to the Lambert and file, and I think this should be the last thing I'm doing in this episode, because it's probably pretty long already. And we need to rename the model texture because we don't want to use that name. What is the other ones? What was the? Let's go back to static objects. Just want to keep it in the same kind of format. These are just called straightforward cracked sandstone. Let's call it PT underscore, because I should have done that with more things, but I don't know. I forget sometimes. PT door texture. You could just name it that. Or texture door texture. Yeah, let's go with that. And resize that because I don't want to do that. Okay. Open desktop door PT texture door, or door texture. Ooh, wow. Create UVs. And click away, and that should actually be done. I think that looks pretty nice. Actually, the outside is, I don't know, do I need to do anything about that? Because this plate looks pretty cool, I think. However, these parts, because at least the underside you're going to be able to see when you pull it up, so I might want to do something about that one. There. Bottom, create UVs, scale it up. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. There we go. And I want to size this, scale it to 3 as well. Actually, I think I want to scale 1 to both the 4. No, maybe not. This part right here, where would that fit in if I scale it down? Well, that is the scale, which is the same. Actually, it's not the same scale. Let's put it more back to 3, 3, 3. which is more like the scale that is used, but it's not quite the scale. Let's go down to the bottom, which is around here, and let's make sure that this one is in. It repeats there, doesn't it? Yeah, somewhere around here. Okay, so this needs to be 0. Let's put this one to 0.5. And now it's in the exact middle. If I scale that down, what happens? Well, that doesn't work, what I was planning. Let's scale it like, no, it has to be in the middle in that case. Oh, wow, what just happened? Okay, apparently it messed up there. Let's put it back to 3. This is, I don't know if this is very interesting to look at, because these minor details is probably something I want to do on off camera. If you feel like there's something you don't want to watch, then comment about it, because, you know, I'm pretty new to this kind of thing, like the video part of it. So if you want me to cut out these kind of boring minor details, then let's just go with it like that. It looks somewhat bad, but not as bad as the Ankh amulet, because the texturing on that is terrible. Oh my god, I'm kind of embarrassed about it actually. Texturing. Let's save the project first of all. Maya scenes, door underscore template, export all, desktop, pt underscore door underscore temple. Okay, in there with you. We got it there. It's glitchy on the side, but that doesn't matter. Door texture, door temple, wall doorway. Yeah, door. Let's name it, instead of door temple, we'll name it door. Stone block, stone slate, I don't know, stone, door stone, maybe just door stone 1, stone 1, yeah, okay. I'm gonna make more doors, like for example one of them have the Ankh amulet symbol in the middle where you need to place it there before it opens. I think that could be one thing that I could do perhaps sometime, maybe in the light puzzle to unlock it or something. We'll find out. Now let's place this door folder right in there. Model viewer, this normal procedure, static objects, custom, door, pt doors. Okay, it's very small, gotta re-export it. Export all, desktop, and pt underscore door underscore stone 01, and door, put it there, replace, open up. Static objects, custom, door, pt door, and here we go. It looks pretty nice. Now we also want to add the proper texturing to it, so let's take the door folder back of there. Crazy Bump is going to help me out here. Open photograph, not there, the door, pt texture, open. I'm gonna go a little quickly through this, so let's see, go to box. Damn, that is actually very indented. Take it a bit down. Something like that. Looks probably a bit better. Yeah, let's just quickly save that as a normal. And specularity. It's probably not going to be very bright. Kind of a little bit bright, so it reflects, but doesn't need to be too much, so it looks texture influence. Let's do that. Okay, save specularity. I'm gonna go a bit quick. Okay, and let's go convert them in Photoshop simply by add layer, change, save, PNG, no, target, and not copy, save, target, alpha channels, take away the copy part of the name, save, take these two into the door, into there. Whew. It's a lot of minor things and probably kind of boring, I don't know. It's a lot of work even though you know what to do. In here, the end map, add that, this one, specular, add that, okie dokie, and save. Now it looks a lot better. Woohoo! Now let's open up the level editor and see. Actually, right now it's a static object, so that's one thing it shouldn't be. The door, we can't have that there. We gotta put it in entities. We gotta make a new folder here called custom because we don't have one here yet. I could name the folder temple, but I probably don't even need this folder. I'll just put it directly into entities when we export the story. So we have door. Now we need to open up the model editor because we're gonna do some actual model editing. Import mesh. Back to Amnesia. Entities. Custom door. PT door. And here we are. Huh, this looks actually very nice. Let's place it up, snap it, so it properly placed in. Wait, it goes a bit down into the floor there. Oh yeah, I never tested if this actually does fit in with the doorway, but let's hope it does. I'm just relocating myself on the chair. Maybe we need to do some 0.625. Let's create a collision box. There. No, not there. 0.625. Scale is going to be that. Perfect. Now, create body. The body material is going to be stone, rock, mass. I wonder if I'm gonna make it a move object or like a push object thingy, or not push, but like, yeah, you know, we'll see. Mass, let's put it to 20 in mass because we want it to be kind of heavy, and I can probably restrict how fast it's going to open because I think I want to do that. How fast? Max linear speed. Max linear speed. I don't know what damping is even. I don't even know what that is. But let's put max linear speed to 2. I don't know how fast that is actually, but pushed by character gravity, no. Can attach character, no. Collide character, yes. Collide non-character, yeah. Volatile or volatile, no. We don't have a broken version of it, and I don't think I'm going to be breaking it anyways. Use surface and gravity, yeah. Okay, looks good. Let's go to here and make it into not a swing door. We want to make it an object. Slide, yeah, slide. That's it. Okay, health. Now we don't need to mess with that. Break, hit damage. Is food max slide speed? Ah, okay. This is the slide part. 9. Maybe I shouldn't have that there then. Slide slowdown factor. Amount of slowdown applied to object when not moved. I don't know. We'll probably just want to keep these defaults and see how that moves. But where's the axis that I decide where to slide this? Shouldn't there be an axis? Radius of lights and off. Nope, it's not here. I can't see the axis. We'll see how this looks in the game. I've never actually made a model like this or entity like this, but we'll see. We have the ent file there. Open up level editor. Let's just open up the test level because we want to use that. I think we might as well just delete the first one. Okay, so let's just place it on top of here actually. Let's go up. I don't think this will actually hit perfectly on the top. This grid. Like that. It's probably a bit above. Yeah, it's a bit above. But oh well. Actually, let's just go back to 0. It's probably easier anyways. Let's do it next to it by grabbing some static objects. Custom. Wall. Let's put it on the side here. There. Doesn't matter if it intersects, really. Place the doorway in there. Like that. We want to copy them, all of them. Can I just duplicate, rotate them? Sometimes rotation doesn't work. No, it doesn't. I don't know why, if that is a bug or not. It probably is. But if you reselect it, then you can rotate it some more. There we go. Okay. We got that there. That's gonna be the wall. And now we'll go entities, custom, PT door stone 01. Somewhere about there. It seems to... Yeah, because we might wanna... Oh, that looks a bit bright. We might wanna resize it a bit to actually fit in here properly, because I want to do that. But let's just see for now. This is a slide object. Save. Let's open up Amnesia. Quite interested to see how this looks. And this episode is probably very long. Actually, I can see that up here. 1 hour and 9 minutes so far. That's pretty long. Let's run over here and see if the door works. Crash. Crash. I wonder what crashed. Might just make it, instead of a slide, I might just make it into a move object. Because that's probably easier to do. Because then I can make it move on the Y axis linearly. Because then it'll be going up and down. Open amount. Let's see, linear. How much of the move axis that will mean that it is open? 1 might be what I'm actually going for here. But I can't test this without a script. So that's one thing. I guess I'll create a script and I'll be back to see if it works. Alright, so I set up a simple script and hopefully this should work. This basically just moves it when I touch it. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's run over here. I don't know why I can actually see the top of it, because I don't think it's supposed to. Okay, click. It does nothing. Why does it do nothing? That's a little strange. I don't know why it does nothing, and I can see that, like I can see through it. Why can I do that? Here. Starting to wonder if I can see through it, this model too. But yeah, I can walk up it, which is weird. Let's get in between the walls, because that's always fun. Click, 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 click. Although, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the walls, how they turned out to be. But why the door doesn't move, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can do anything about it. Okay, so it's player interact callback. Basically, when I click it, it's supposed to run this script, move object. Set move object state as entity 1, state to 1. Perhaps it's something with the model. I can't quite. Does it need to, like, the body collide non-character? Well, I can't just do that because continuous collision. I can't do that because then you could throw things through it, which I don't want. Let's do something that I usually do when I don't know what to do. Entities, let's find one of the ones that are actually used in the game and see how they did it. Because I made some of these before, but I don't remember. Shelf, secret shelf door, rot, no, interact, and this thing. It's a move object. It's on X. I open amount to 0.95. And the sound for moving, I'm gonna add that as well, but you can play move shelf. And the body has all of these, but it has 0 in mass. Perhaps that is the thing. Let's go open. 0 in mass and has everything in there, but custom door this here. Let's try to see. Let's put 0 mass. Put all of these back. Save. And let's reload the map. Does that work? It might actually. Oh, wait. Ah, now it's not. Wait, let's see. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it's a little more. It's a little more than it should go, but that is very much what I want. Let's put it to 0.85. Close. Save. Now it's starting to look like something. And I'm gonna add the sound effect to it too. Okay, click and wait. Click. And it moves up like that. It stops there, so we can walk through it. And now yeah, I'm not gonna add too much script to it to make it close or anything, but that's basically it. And I'm gonna tweak it a bit and everything, but I think we managed to do some pretty interesting stuff. And if you like this video, then I would really appreciate it if you would like this video, you know. Anyways, that should be it for this episode. And the next episode, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we'll continue. I'll do some things on my spare time, so you don't have to watch everything, because that would be pretty boring and make the series unnecessarily long. And also, please suggest anything if you want me to change how I do things. Like if you want me to cut out some of the boring parts, because I might just have to do that, because you know, boring. We don't want this series to be very boring, especially since it's 1 hour long episodes. That could be quite boring if you're not too interested. But anyways, let me stop rambling now and just keep making the video even longer. I'll thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Okay, bye.